Hi friends, thank you for showing appreciation on my MI versus RCB analysis. I hope we continue to win grand leagues like that. Today we are going to discuss about match 2 which is going to be played between Chennai Super Kings and Delhi Capitals between CSK versus DC. This match 2 it is going to take place at Wankhede Stadium, Mumbai. This time no team is going to play at its home ground to remove the home ground advantage. Remember this thing. The date will be 10 April and it will be going live at 7:30 p.m. Let's quickly discuss about the Chennai Super Kings squad. In the CSK squad, we will currently focus on those players who are not so popular. Let's first talk about Ruturaj Gaikwad. If you forgot in any case, Ruturaj Gaikwad he scored 3 back-to-back half centuries in last IPL season, that too while opening the innings. Remember this fact. I think he will be seen opening with Faf du Plessis this time as well. There we also find C. Hari Nishant. He is a left-handed batsman. He played for Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu won the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy, which is the domestic T20 tournament of India this time. In the wicket-keeping section, you will find Narayan Jagdishan. Jagdishan is in a very good form. In Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy, he performed very well. He recently, in the last 5 innings, scored 2 half centuries. So don't overlook if he plays. Well, I don't think he's going to be in the first 11 because there are seniors ahead of him like Robin Uthappa and Ambati Raidu. But let's hope he gets a game later on. In the all-rounder section, we have K. Bhagat Verma. Not much is known about this player, but from what profile I've seen on the Crick Heroes, he is a very good off spinner. He can bat also little bit, not with a good strike rate, but he can manage one end from his side. In the fast bowlers, we can find M. Harishankar Reddy. Believe me, if this guy gets an opportunity, he will take a lot of wickets. He is a wicket taker, genuine wicket taker. He doesn't care about economy rate. He bowls attacking line and lengths, and I like those kind of bowlers very much. KM Asif is also there. KM Asif is with the CSK squad for a long time. I'm not sure why CSK pick him. Maybe because he's very good in nets. I'm not sure. He doesn't have a very good record in the last few matches. Also, he has conceded a lot of runs and not taken a lot of wickets. But let's hope he has a good and stellar season with CSK this time, and that he at least gets one game. In the spin section, you can see R. Sai Kishore. R. Sai Kishore is going to be a big star in future. He is not a wicket taker, but he bowls very economically. In the whole Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy tournament, even on smaller grounds, he had total economy rate of just 4.8. See, if a left arm bowler can give you 4 overs with such economy rate, he is almost like a bowler who gets you 2 wickets. Let's now move to Delhi Capital squad. You will find Ripal Patel in the batsman section. Ripal Patel is a very good finisher for Gujarat team, and I'm not sure if he will get an opportunity to play for Delhi Capitals because there are other youngsters ahead of him. Like in the wicket keeping section, there is Vishnu Vinod. Vishnu Vinod is not an aggressive player, but he has a good range of shots. He plays very classy shots, and he plays for Kerala in the middle order. He is also a part-time wicket keeper. In the all-rounder section, you can find Lalit Yadav. If Lalit Yadav plays all the games for DC, he is going to be one of the breakout star of this tournament. He is in a very good form in the recent domestic tournaments, whether it is Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy T20 tournament or Vijay Hazare ODI tournament. He has played very well. He has performed very well in bowling as well as batting section. In the batting, he comes in the lower order and he finishes the game for the team. He does not get out and he gets the job done. In the bowling, he takes at least 1 wicket in each game. So such a very handy player to have. In the Grand League, a player like Lalit Yadav, he can be a very good player for you because many less people will pick him. But on his day, he can score a good number of points for you. And in fact, Grand Leagues they are won by differential players like Lalit Yadav. In the fast bowling section, you will see Avesh Khan. He has been with the Indian team setup for a long time. Again, I'm not sure why a player like Avesh Khan is selected in each IPL tournament, but he is not given a game. I think he must also be very good in nets. That's why he is picked by the teams. And we can also see Lukman Hussain Meriwala. He's a left-arm fast bowler who plays for Baroda. Again, another wicket taker. He takes at least 1 wicket each game. I think if you have a fast bowler like this who can give you at least 1 wicket, then your 25 to 30 points are set just through one player. Okay, so this is a very good pick for Dream 11. In the spin section, you can see M. Siddharth. Now M. Siddharth, he had a very crazy story. So he played only one match in the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy tournament, that too in the finals. He played for Tamil Nadu. He's a slow left-arm bowler. Okay, and he took 4 wickets in that match. So played just one match, that too in the finals, and he took 4 wickets, and then he got selected for CSK. He got a very good for DC. He got a very good opportunity. Praveen Dubey, he played in last year's IPL also. I don't see anything special in him. Uh, his record is such that he takes just 1 wicket per inning. So not that great player. You can ignore him. In the playing 11, let's see who is going to play for Super Kings tomorrow. Most probably Rituraj Gaikwad and Duplessis, they are going to open. Rena is back at number 3. Dhoni, I think Dhoni will promote himself up the order, or he will promote Jadeja, because Jadeja needs to bat in top 5. It's essential. He has been in a very good form, and I think it's time that Jadeja showcases his power and his skills in the batting format. Um, and then we might also see K Gautam. The reason is because DC team, it has a lot of left-handers. It has Shikhar Dhawan, Rishabh Pant, Hetmyer. So an off-spinner will be very handy. I'm not sure if Moeen Ali will play or not. Generally on Wankhede Stadium, we have noticed that 4 seamers and 2 spinners. This is the general combination. So not sure if Moeen Ali is going to play, or Dwayne Bravo is going to play. But I think Dwayne Bravo will be preferred because of his good death bowling skills. And Wankhede Stadium, it is not a very large ground. So an off spinner like Moeen Ali may be very expensive. But Moeen Ali also has a good record on this ground. That is why I have given a choice between Bravo and Moeen Ali. Let's see what Dhoni goes ahead with. In the Delhi Capitals squad, you will be able to see Steve Smith at number 3. Remember, Rabada and Nokia, they are not available for this match. So that's why the 4 overseas players are sorted here. I have mentioned all 4 of them, and apart from these 4, there is Tom Curran as well, and Sam Billings. I'm not sure Sam Billings is going to fit in the DC lineup because he's not a very good player of spin, and I'm not sure if he's going to get a game ahead of Steve Smith. Steve Smith, see, he's in a very good mood, in a very good form. He wants to prove to everyone that his price, which fell from 12 crores to 2 crores, was not justifiable. So I think Steve Smith will play a very good role, and you can even make him captain and vice captain in your Grand League teams. About Hetmyer, I'm going to give you a state later on in the video in which condition you should pick Hetmyer in your Dream 11 Grand League teams. See, we are here to win Grand Leagues, and every single decision matters a lot, because you are going to be one team among let's say 30 lakh teams join for one mega contest. So you got to be 100% accurate. We might also see Chris Wokes, because Chris Wokes is a very handy batsman. So that's why instead of Tom Curran, DC might play Chris Wokes. He can give you a good range of shots in the batting department in the lower order. And R. Ashwin, he is working very hard on his batting. We'll discuss it later. And in the absence of Nokia and Rabada, we might see Ishant Sharma and Umesh Yadav. And Akshar Patel is also not playing. In place of Akshar Patel, Amit Mishra might get a chance. Now let's look at all the injury updates. So I told you about Akshar Patel, Rabada and Nokia. So Rabada and Nokia, they are currently in quarantine. That's why they are not going to play this match. Akshar Patel is in isolation, not quarantine. He is in isolation. He was diagnosed as positive. And Lungi Engedi, he is also with quarantine along with his South African teammates. Shreyas Iyer, he has been ruled out of the entire tournament. So now Rishabh Pant is the new captain of Delhi Capitals. Here are all the career stats of CSK batsmen. You can pause the video and check everything. And you can see MS Dhoni has the best average among all the players. And CSK batsmen, they do not have too high strike rate. I think the highest strike rate belongs to Krishnappa Gautam. About Gautam also we'll talk about later, in which condition you have to pick Gautam to get rank 1 in Grand League. Now let's move to the bowling section. So in the bowling section, also all the stats are there. So these stats are of all the T20 matches. Okay, so you can pause the video and check. Similarly, stats for DC batsmen and DC bowlers are there. I was talking about Siddhartha, right? So Siddhartha is a left arm spinner who has taken 6 16 wickets in just 6 innings. And Meriwala, he also has a very good bowling strike rate. He has a bowling strike rate of 12.9, which means every 12 balls he is able to pick a wicket. So if he bowls a spell of 4 overs, then he will be able to take at least 2 wickets per game. I hope Meriwala will get a chance in this match because later it does not look possible because of Rabada and Nokia. Now let's look at the practice matches. So while I am recording this video, we do not have any practice match scorecards from both CSK and DC team departments. CSK, we have a video, and from the video we can see that Dhoni, Raina, Pujara, Deepak Char and Jadeja performed very well. About DC, we do not have any practice match videos, but we have a video of the net session, and Rishabh Pant and Ravi Ashwin. They both batted very well in the nets. Ashwin is especially working on his hard hitting skills. Now let's look at the Vijay Hazare Trophy stats. So in the Vijay Hazare Trophy, Prithvi Shaw, he had a batting average of 165.4. Amazing, tremendous batting average. He is in a very good form. Where he has a very low selection also. We'll talk about it later. Uthappa, he had an average of 75.4. He's in a good form, but not sure if he will get chance ahead of Rituraj. Let's see what Dhoni thinks. Uthappa has made it clear that he is a top order batsman only. He does not want to play in the middle order. Vishnu Vinod had an average batting average of 39.3. In the bowling section, you will see Lalit Yadav. I talked about Lalit Yadav. He can be a breakout star. So keep an eye on him. He is an off spinner and he can trouble the left-handers. But since Ravi Ashwin, premier off spinner, is already there in the team, it's difficult team will pick Lalit Yadav because generally teams, especially in T20 format, they do not want to go with two off spinners. Let's talk about the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy, which is a domestic T20 tournament of India. Lalit Yadav has scored runs with a batting average of 152. Actually, he did not get out like MS Dhoni. He has a very high average because he finishes the games, and his strike rate it is close to 200. So keep that in mind. A very handy finisher, Lalit Yadav, and he is the one player I think who can make a lot of difference in your Grand League rank. Jagdishan here also had a very stellar Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy campaign. Vishnu Vinod and Hari Nishant's stats are also there. In the bowling section, M. Siddhartha has a bowling strike rate of 6 because in the final he played only final match, and in 24 balls he got 4 wickets. So he has a bowling strike rate of 6. Avesh Khan has a bowling strike rate of 8.5. So he's actually in a good form, but I don't think he's going to get a game. He's always talked about he's always with the Indian team, but I'm not sure why he doesn't get any game in the IPL. And I think he often goes for a lot of runs, like most of the Indian fast bowlers. Meriwala, he has a very healthy bowling strike rate, and even in the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy tournament, he had a bowling strike rate of 12.2. I talked about Meriwala earlier, and if he gets a chance ahead of Ishant Sharma and Umesh Yadav, I'm sure he will create a lot of difference in the Grand League team. He's also a left arm fast bowler, so he can create angle for the right hand batsman and he can trouble them. Again, we can see Lalit Yadav and R. Sai Kishore. R. Sai Kishore, as I told you earlier, he does not take a lot of wicket. That's why he's a bowling strike rate of 21. But he is a very economical bowler. But in Dream 11, we do not get too many points if a bowler bowls too much economically. But if a bowler takes 1 wicket, we get 25 points. So maybe you can try him in the Grand League, but I do not recommend him for the small league. Let's talk about the ground statistics. The venue will be Wankhede Stadium, Mumbai, and you can see the last 5 T20 matches which happened on this ground. In the latest match, you can see India scored 240 runs on this ground. KL Rahul played a very good knock, and West Indies managed only 173 runs, and out of 173, Hetmyer scored some good amount of runs, and Hetmyer is going to play for DC this time, so keep that in mind. In the last 5 matches, batting first team won 1 time, and the batting second team won 3 times. And one match was a tie, the match between Mumbai Indians and SRH. It was a tie game, and Mumbai Indians won the super over. Now let's look at the average first inning score. As per the last 5 IPL matches, average first inning score is 170. Depending on the surface, if the surface has a lot of moisture because it's the first game going to be played on the surface, maybe the score would be around 160. Or if the surface is true Wankhede surface, very flat surface, then we might see even 180 on this ground. In the last 5 IPL matches, in the first innings, 26 wickets were taken by pace overall and only 1 wicket was taken by spin. This is a very important stat. If you reach till here, please subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, I am giving you this information. Not many people will give such information. So it becomes very important for you to not select a spinner if from a team which is bowling in the first inning. You can see the record for yourself. In the last 5 IPL matches, only 1 wicket has been taken by spinner who bowled in first innings. Keep that in mind. And if the pitch report says that the pitch is going to favor the spinners, which is quite odd, I don't think it will be the case. But if the pitch is going to favor the spinners, then we can take a risk to add spinners in the lineup. But on the contrary, in the second innings, both spin and pace spinners and fast bowlers, they have enjoyed equal success. Total 27 wickets have fallen in the first innings and 24 wickets have fallen in the second innings. The first IPL match on this ground in the last 2 seasons. So the first match of any season is very important, and let's see how the pitch behaves on the first match of any season. So in the 2019, DC scored 213 runs on this pitch and Mumbai did not chase it. In the 2018 season, Mumbai Indians scored 165 but CSK chased it comfortably. So if a team bats first, it must have sufficient firepower to score a score around 180-190. Look out for CSK. If CSK plays with too many old players, maybe it will score around only 160. Then I don't think CSK have good bowlers to defend such score. CSK in Mumbai, it has won 11 out of 20 matches, and from the last 4 matches it has won 3 matches. DC in Mumbai, it has won only 4 out of 13 matches, but it is on a winning streak and it has won last 2 matches. Let's look at the record of CSK and DC players in Wankhede Stadium of Mumbai. So in the Wankhede Stadium, Rishabh Pant has a very good average of 42. See, no one else is going to bring you this statistic, and in fact many YouTubers are getting inspired from me. So please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. You should like the video and also share the video with your friends. The more subscribers I will get, more I will get motivated and bring you such unique statistics which no one else does. You can see Pant, Raina, Rahane, they have a very good record on this ground. It is in fact Rahane's home ground, Wankhede Stadium. So if Rahane plays, he will be a very important player. We will also see the player battle of Rahane. So Rahane is going to be a big risk in your Grand League team. In the bowling section, we can see Karan Sharma and Moeen Ali. So if any of these players plays the game and bowls in second innings, then you can consider for Grand League. Let's look at the overall head-to-head record of CSK versus DC games. CSK has won 15 times and DC has won 8 times when these two teams competed against each other. And in the last 5 games, the first 3 games were won by CSK, and then the last 2 games they have been won by Delhi Capitals. So Delhi Capitals is on a winning streak against CSK. Let's look at the player battles now. These are one of the best player battles I have ever covered. Jadeja has taken 6 wickets against Steve Smith in just 81 balls. Now come the important player battles. Deepak Chahar has taken wicket of Prithvi Shaw 5 times in 6 innings. A very good player battle. Deepak Chahar has taken wicket of Rahane 4 times in 4 innings. Again, a very stellar player battle. So keep this thing in mind when you create your Grand League teams. And he is not going to play, so we do not have to worry about him for now. Let's also look at the other player battles. What is the record of Delhi Capital bowlers against CSK batsmen? You can see Ravi Ashwin, he has taken 6 wickets against Robin Uthappa. Amit Mishra has taken 4 against Jadeja. So you will see names of Raidu and Uthappa here in this player battle. So keep this thing in mind. If either of Raidu or Uthappa plays the game, then these player battles become very useful in your Grand League teams. Let's quickly move on to the next section. Let's see the performance of CSK batsman versus Delhi Capital team. Now no one else will give you such statistics. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe it first. Okay. Now let's look at the CSK batsman score. Raidu, Du Plessis and MS Dhoni have a very good record against DC. In the bowling section, Imran Tahir, he has a bowling strike rate of 11.4. If Imran Tahir plays and bowls in second innings, I even recommend him for vice captaincy. Keep this in mind while creating your Grand League teams. DC batsman versus CSK, Rishabh Pant has an average of 44, Shikhar Dhawan 41, very good averages against any team. So both of these players become very important, and that is why CSK will be tempted to play an off spinner to counter both these left-handed batsmen. Steve Smith, he has an average of 35.2 against Dhoni CSK. And in the bowling section, you can see Tom Curran has a strike rate of 14 against CSK, and Ravi Ashwin has a strike rate of 19 against his former team. Now I will talk about some of the most unique stats and analysis you will ever see. This analysis, it will give you the Grand League rank 1 if you listen carefully. High chances of taking wickets in the death overs, you all know very well. These are all the death bowlers which I have listed. So keep this thing in mind while selecting your death bowlers. If it's a batting pitch, then death bowlers have a lot of have a chance of taking wickets among all the bowlers. So death bowlers become very crucial. Now I have also talked about new ball specialist, the bowlers who can bowl very well with the new ball. So if the pitch report says that there is a lot of moisture on the pitch and new ball bowlers may get help, then you can select these bowlers in your teams. And this is all based on statistics. This is not based on my personal opinion. I have only selected these players based on their statistics. Now we can also talk about chasing specialist too. Chasing specialist doesn't mean that player is very good in chasing. Only these two players are very good in chasing. There may be other players, but these two players, they specifically play very well only while chasing. Keep that in mind. So if Hetmyer plays in second innings, you can even consider him for vice captaincy candidate. Same with Gautam. Let's look at the first innings specialist. Players who play well in first innings but do not play very well in second innings. Stoinis is such a player. Defending specialist, the players who are very good in defending the target, who bowl very well in the second innings. Imran Tahir, Mitchell Santner, Chris Vokes and Deepak Chahar. Imran Tahir and Santner both are very good candidates for vice captaincy. Mitchell Santner, even on New Zealand wickets, he is able to take 4 wickets in a bulk. Becomes a very crucial candidate in your Grand League teams. I've already talked to you about Deepak Chahar player battles. Now let's look at the best defenders if the target is around 160. So let's assume there is some moisture on the pitch and CSK bats first, okay. And the CSK is able to score 160. And which bowlers are handy for CSK who can defend the target around 160? So whenever the target is around 160, Tahir and Santner, they perform very well. Keep that in mind. For free fantasy league teams, you can join my Telegram channel. After the toss and pitch reports, I may change my Dream 11 team. So all the updates I will share on my Telegram channel. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, you can subscribe and share the video with your friends as well. Now let's look at the Dream 11 combination. This is going to be a very strange team because we are going to ignore many high selection players. In the wicket keeping section, I don't think Jagdishon or Sam Billings will play. So currently I am going with Rishabh Pant. He has a very high selection. He's in a very good form, so no brainer. Will take Rishabh Pant definitely in our team. MS Dhoni is also very good candidate. I will keep him as an option for now. Let's move to the batting section. Faf du Plessis definitely, he is a very good player and he will be very hungry for runs because he hasn't played recently for the South African team. Shikhar Dhawan, he had a very good series against England, very good limited overseas, so I'm sure Shikhar Dhawan will continue his form and he has a very good record against CSK also, so he becomes very handy. Steve Smith, he will be hungry for runs and if he plays at number 3, I will definitely consider Steve Smith in my team. Suresh Raina, he is also very hungry to come back in the IPL. He is Mr. IPL and he has a lot of point to prove. His selection is very low. See, only 58% selection. So you will win 50% your head-to-head contest only if Suresh Raina plays well. Keep this thing in mind. And Suresh Raina is known to play big innings. So he plays innings of 80 and 90s. Remember this. He also has 4 T20 centuries. Prithvi Shaw, I'm going to take him. He has a very low selection. I don't think people know about Vijay Hazare and Syed Mushtaq Ali trophy stats of Prithvi Shaw. See, that's why I come very handy. I tell you about all these stats. You do not have to worry about anything. Just watch my 20-minute video and you are set for the Grand League. You can also consider Rituraj Gaikwad for Grand League. Very good option. If Ambati Raidu plays, you can consider him in Grand League. He has a very good record against Delhi Capitals, as we have seen earlier. Hetmyer, you can even make him vice captain if he bats in second innings. He's very good while chasing the target. And if you come to note that Hetmyer is playing at number 3 and not Steve Smith, then definitely go with Hetmyer in your team. We have other good options. Robin Uthappa is in a very good form. Ajinkya Rane, he will be playing at his home ground, and he has a very good record at Wankhede Stadium. So these are all Grand League picks, important Grand League picks, and you have to be very smart while selecting these players. Pujara, I am not sure he will play. Ripal Patel also I am not sure, and Hari Nishant and Vishnu Vinod, I don't think they are going to get a game early on. In the all-rounder section, we have Marcus Stoinis. I'm definitely going to take him. At Wankhede, we have seen Hardik Pandya win the matches for Mumbai Indians a lot of times. Stoinis is a similar kind of player, bowls same length as Hardik Pandya, and he will also finish the games for Delhi Capitals because Prithvi Shaw and Dhawan, they are going to open the innings. Sam Curran, he becomes a very good choice. He will bowl in death overs, I guess, if Dwayne Bravo does not play. And Sam Curran, you saw him, he was in a very good touch against India in the latest ODI. He single-handedly won the match, almost won the match for England, but they lost by, I think, a very less margin. So Sam Curran, players like Sam Curran, they can turn the game away any day. Jadeja is also a good option, but as I have mentioned that spinners have good record at Wankhede only in second innings. So if Jadeja bowls in second innings, you can consider him. And the issue with Jadeja is that he is coming at number 5 or number 6, and he does not get a lot of bowls to bat. Otherwise, he is a very talented batsman also. Moeen Ali is a very good choice. He has a very high strike rate. I think second highest strike rate in whole CSK team. And he is an off spinner. DC has a lot of left-handed batsmen. He can travel a lot, so try in the Grand League. Very good option for captaincy and vice captaincy. Akshar Patel is not going to play this game. Chris Wokes, if he plays, you can try him in the Grand League. K. Gautam, again a very good Grand League candidate, and as I told you earlier, he plays very well while chasing. He can score a lot of runs. One of the fact about K. Gautam is that he scores 50% of his runs in sixes in the death overs. Mitchell Santner becomes a very important Grand League pick if he plays, and if the pitch is going to support spinners, if he is going to bowl in second innings, then you can consider Mitchell Santner for vice captaincy also in one of your Grand League teams. I have already told you about Mitchell Santner. When he takes wickets in bulk. Lalit Yadav, very important youngster. If he plays for DC, he is going to be breakout star. Very important player for your Grand League team. Don't make him captain or vice captain. That completely depends on you if you want to take the risk or not. But at least select him in your team. He has a very low selection, 0.3% selection only. Definitely a big candidate for your Grand League team. Bhagat Verma, I don't think is going to get a game early on. Let's move to the bowling section. Rabada and Nokia, they are not going to play this game. They have a very high selection, but after the toss, everyone will remove them. Shardul Thakur is in a very good form, no brainer. We have Dwayne Bravo here. If Bravo plays, we might consider him. He is a death bowler, and he may pick a lot of wickets in the death overs. R. Ashwin is there. He is in a very good form, very smart bowler. And since Indian spinners are not doing well, Ashwin would want to make his case for the T20 World Cup. Let's see if Ashwin is going to play at number 8 or number 7. If he plays at number 7, then becomes a very important option as an all-rounder. I'm going to take Deepak Chahar. We have already seen his player battles against the DC team. And Wankhede Stadium, which supports bowlers, swing bowlers like Trent Bolt. So Deepak Chahar will be very handy at this ground. Lungi Ngidi is not playing. Imran Tahir, again a very good choice for your team. He has a very good record. I have already shown you. Tom Curran, he is also a death bowler. But the thing with Tom Curran is that he is not in a very good form. In the recently concluded series against India, Tom Curran, I think in one inning he took 2 to 3 wickets. But before that inning, in the last 10 inning, he had taken only 1 wicket. So he is not in a very good form. Karan Sharma, very underrated bowler, generally ignored by all the normal people, all the people, common people who do not watch videos. Very good Grand League pick, Karan Sharma. Not a captaincy, vice captaincy candidate, but a very good and important pick. He generally takes wicket and no one notices. Umesh Yadav and Ishant Sharma, they might be dangerous if DC is bowling first and pitches some moisture for the fast bowlers to work upon. Amit Mishra, he has the same situation like Karan Sharma. He's also ignored a lot. He's one of the best bowlers in the IPL, and generally he is ignored because of his fitness by the team members as well as the other common people. They do not think Amit Mishra is going to take a lot of wickets, but he generally picks up 2 to 3 wickets and you do not even notice. So try him in the Grand League. M. Siddhartha, I've already told you about him. He took 4 wickets in one match in the final of Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy. R. Sai Kishore, not a wicket taker, but he may bowl economically. He may still be in the dream team, we do not know, but very less chances are there that he takes more than 2 or 3 wickets. Avest Khan, KM Asif, Praveen Dubey, if they play, then you might try them in one of your Grand League teams. Harishankar Reddy, I don't think he's going to play, but he's a very good bowler. And same with Meriwala. Both are very good domestic bowlers in a very good form as well. So let's see if teams pick them or not. Currently, I have to take my third bowler, so I'm going with Ravi Ashwin currently. I've already told you what my motivation is. Ashwin is also in a very good form. He played a very good role with the bat as well as ball in the recently concluded series against England. I hope he continues the form. This is my team preview, and if any new information I get about the pitch and anything, I will change my team. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe ASAP and join my Telegram channel. Link is in the top comment. If there is any change because of pitch, I might change my team. I might even share you some teams for mini GLs. So make sure you join my Telegram channel. Meet you in the next video. Bye.